Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's up for the lovely Aquarius collective. I hope you're all fantastic, my friends. Let's see what's up, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for the Aquarians? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll give you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always very interesting. But let's get this first card out here. What's up with my Aquarians, please? What do we got from them? That was super quick. So we do have a big card of temptation showing up here, which I always find intriguing whenever it shows up for any sign. Interesting that it shows up for you this week, my friends. But let's leave it there for a moment. There's a lot of layers to that card. Before we dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it, my friends. But let's get into the reading. Enough of the plugs. If you look at the imagery here, this is somewhat biblical in nature. You see that devil character in the background. You see what looks to be Eve and a serpent and an apple. So to me, I do think of those themes and those archetypes. Those are very powerful. That of temptation. Okay, so in this time, you may be tempted, especially if there's certain things or behaviors or individuals you've been trying to refrain from, thought processes. There could be something that comes along that tempts you to fall back to old ways in this time. Okay, now, yes, this doesn't make or break the reading at all, right? Like, this could just be a little piece of it, but just know that there could be various things tempting you in this time, okay? Whether it shows up in the tarot spread or not. So let's put that down right there. Interesting. And sometimes it does show up in the spread itself, but yeah, that's just a footnote. Yeah, if you've been refraining from something, you could be tempted big time. Let's just get into tarot. I'm going to get you 3 in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. Let's shuffle it up one time. See what's up for Aquarius. Using the beautiful Vice Versa Tarot. It's one of my favorites. Been having tons of fun with it these past couple of weeks. Now, last week's reading was pretty positive. It was titled An Unexpected Gift, whether that was a gift from another individual, a gift from spirit. Maybe it's an inherent gift within yourself that came to light or emerged in this time. It was a beautiful energy last week. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is never set in stone. Only take this how it hits for you, okay? Because it could be the energy of other people as well, the ones in your sphere. So let's get these first 3 cards out. I will say this, like the weeks leading up to last week, like the last month, there were a couple of dicey ones. Okay, we do have the 3 of Pentacles in position number 1. This could represent teamwork. This could be any sort of group situation. We'll have to see what that's about. How someone works as a unit, as a team. It could just be money and work situations, like heavily on your mind here. We got the 2 of Wands. Okay, so we're getting some low numbered cards here. A lot of you could either be in some sort of new cycle or getting into something very new. Let's get one more, thank you. All right, the karmic energy is still sticking around here. We have the 7 of Pentacles here, and the way this is feeling more intriguing than it looks on the surface. I feel like there's a lot beneath the surface in this spread, and we're going to go through it, and I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. And as I say every week, the Aquarius readings are always very layered, lots of little subtle layers and messages and meanings. But position number 1, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you might just be in money mode, right? We have double Pentacles here, the 3, the 7. So earthly matters could be on your mind. And I will mention this, we did have this devil in the beginning, the earthly, the material. So it doesn't surprise me that we have double Pentacles here. So you could be very much focused on your monetary abundance in this time, assets, investments, work situations. This card can represent co-workers as well, because this does represent how somebody can work as a group, as a team, as a unit. So we want to clarify this and see what it's about, specifically if you're having issues in that realm. Now, if you're not, that card can also represent somebody with a craftsmanship type of energy about them, somebody who is working diligently, working hard to master something. So it's very similar to the 8 of Pentacles as well. But in the center, we got the 2 of Wands. Big card of strategy, big card of planning. And that's why I find this so intriguing, is that at the center of the spread, we have this Two of Wands. Now, all twos in tarot could represent crossroads, decisions, choices, being at a breaking point of some sort in life where you go left, you go right, okay? There might be a decision that needs to be made. This card can absolutely represent strategy, though. This is one of my biggest cards of planning and strategy. So whether that's something you need to plan to get right, or maybe someone who's linked to you is planning something, we're just going to have to clarify this and see what it's about. Now, moving to the very back end. And that's why I'm saying this is such a layered type of card, because we're picking up little shadows of previous weeks, but with new things. The Seven of Pentacles, generally seen as a card of patience. I also see this as a card that speaks of a connection to nature. So whether this is something you need in your life right now, get out into nature, cleanse yourself. Maybe that's something Spirit's wanting you to do. This card does represent an interest in gardening, growing your own food and crops, fresh vegetables, stuff like that. But this can absolutely represent massive archetypes of karmic cycles as well. So it's interesting that tarot does that. It could be something very minute to something extremely major. So if this isn't you waiting, laying in wait, your patience being tested, this could be reaping what you sow. Okay, somebody receiving what they've put out. And 2 weeks ago, you did have a card that had karma in it. Like somebody you're connected to might receive a dose of karma. But this can also be a card of reaping those seeds that you've sowed in a positive way. So receiving those blessings, receiving those payoffs. Let's dive deeper, because I could keep talking about these. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to shuffle it up one time. What do we got for Aquarius, please, my guides? I swear I could talk about that Seven of Pentacles all damn day. Let's see what's up. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on at Three of Pentacles? And also, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to the Aquarius Collective, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. All right, what's going on this three? Why is this Three of Pentacles here for my friends? Thank you. Hanged Man. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this could be somebody who's having like difficulty in the career field. This could be somebody who's having trouble trying to find a job or find a job that they like. Okay, take that for what it's worth. And I'm not saying that has to be you. There could be somebody that you were connected to that is having a very difficult time finding a job they like, or they might feel stuck in their career. All right, that's a big vibe I'm picking up here with the Hanged Man underneath this Three of Pentacles. For another portion of you, especially since we have a card of planning, aside from those two messages, you might want to lay back in the cut at your work or something in regards to your money and reassess. The Hanged Man to me is a card of watching, analyzing, looking at the nuts and bolts. So whether you've been having good times at work, bad times, money situations, watch and analyze, all right? I feel drawn to just tell you that. But the main things I'm thinking here is either one, somebody's having an issue finding work. Somebody could be having a big issue with feeling stuck in a place of work as well. But there could be some analysis needed here, okay? That's just the vibe, okay? And even if you don't work or you don't have work issues going on, there could be someone you're connected to that's having a really big trouble in this realm, okay? Or somebody that is very standoffish, doesn't work well together as a group, as a team. You see, I got to keep moving. I don't want to keep adding on to the message, but these cards are making me feel a lot, Aquarius. Let's see what's up. Because I feel like that could be an outlier to the rest of the spread. All right. Another interesting, this whole entire spread is so earthy, it almost feels bogged down and smothery. A lot of you might be feeling like you're cornered in some sort of way. However, we do have the Four of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Two of Wands. This is somebody like trying to plan their escape. Okay? That's just how this vibes with me. Like somebody like, listen, I need to change something. I need to switch this up. Something's got to shake out or something's got to change. Like that's the vibe I'm catching here. This is somebody making big plans. This is somebody wanting to make a big shake up. Okay, so whether that's you trying to shake things up in your life, change things, or whether this is somebody trying to shake up your life, take it however it hits. There's someone planning something big here, okay? That's how it feels with the Two of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, or this is some sort of huge change. If it's not a plan, this is some sort of huge change about to take place. Because like I said, the Two of Wands could be make or break, left or right. Four of Pentacles in reverse is something being released. Okay, so this is a very intriguing spread this week, Aquarius. Really is. I'm going to show you these cards a little closer while I mess up the other ones down there in the box. So do with that what you will, my friends. We're going to keep moving throughout this spread. Interesting. But let's see what's up with that Seven of Pentacles. Let's see if that one's just as layered as the rest. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. For some of you, this could just be linked to someone that you know. Like, if this isn't hitting for you, like, this might be a situation. And I do feel that for a lot of you, like, there's someone you're very close with who's going through some sort of situation. They're feeling trapped. Let's see what's up with that Seven of Pentacles. Thank you. High Priestess in reverse. Oh, man. I'm not really liking this. I'm not really liking this ending of this spread, Aquarius, because I feel like if somebody doesn't do something to change soon, the word that went in my head is like someone might feel like they're rotting away. Okay? Take that for what it's worth. Take it how it hits. But when that High Priestess in reverse came out underneath the Seven of Pentacles, someone might just feel like they're rotting away. Okay? Now, for another portion of you, this could be somebody ignoring the signs and synchronicities from Spirit. Okay? Ignoring what their true purpose is, what their north node is, what they're supposed to be working towards, what they're supposed to be doing. This is somebody purposely ignoring that and waiting, not taking action. So if I were to say anything, if that little thing I said where someone feels like they're growing stagnant or rotting away, they need to do something to shake it up. Okay? Like, yes, you can manifest all you want. You can put things out into the universe. You could do spells. You could do this. You could do that. You need to meet the universe halfway. You need to take action. And you might need to tell this to somebody else. Like, listen, you want to change it? You got to do something about it. You can't just sit here and not listen to the signs from Spirit. This is interesting, Aquarius. And I do feel like for a lot of you, this isn't even your energy. You know, for some of you it could be, but I do feel like for a portion of you, this could be someone you're very closely linked to. Let's go through and do a quick recap here because we have a lot of earthy energy. It does feel a little bit clogged up and stuck. Something needs to change, though. That's what I'm feeling. But in position number one, before we get into the shadow card, we have the Three of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. I already said somebody who's either feeling trapped at work, having difficulties at work, having troubles finding a job. For some of you, you might need to pull back and reanalyze, focus, look at the details of your current situation, lay low a little bit. And if you're not having issues with work, just keep an eye on your money, okay? Just keep an eye on your finances with this Hanged Man. In the center, we have the Two of Wands with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody planning something big, a big shakeup. Okay, now are they going to follow through on that? Now, seeing what we see on the back end of this spread, is this person going to follow through with these big plans they're making? They might not, all right? But there is somebody at least planning some sort of big action. This could also be a big change coming in as well. But like I said, right here on the back end, we have the Seven of Pentacles with the High Priestess in reverse. And to me, I already said it, someone feeling very stagnant, feeling like they're rotting, feeling like they're running in place. And they're not following the signs and synchronicities from Spirit, and they need to take some action. Something needs to change. They need to do something. That's how this feels to me. So please do with that what you will. I'm going to shuffle this up and get you one shadow card. And I will say this, Aquarius, when I do readings, sometimes I pick up the energy of the spread I'm reading, and this has me feeling annoyed for some reason. Like, so there might be somebody that's getting under your skin, like the way they're acting or how they carry themselves or what they're doing, why they're not doing this, someone making excuses. Like, I honestly feel like I could start reading without cards right now. It's making me feel that much. Like I could start channeling some things. But let's just get you one shadow card in the meantime. What do we got for Aquarius in the shadows? Quick. All right, yeah, we have the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, somebody putting gates up, and I do feel like it ties into this stagnant type of guarded type of energy where somebody could be very nervous. scarred from the past and they don't know what to do to resolve that or move on. This could be a very protective, overprotective, territorial type of energy, the Nine of Wands. Okay, things could feel very bogged down with this type of energy as well. Some of you might be having energy issues in this time. Very volatile, up and down, tired, energetic. Okay, this is somebody that has some work to do resolving some sort of inner demon though. And I'm not saying it's you, but when I see this Nine of Wands there, it seems like this person's being crushed by those candles. It seems more 10 of Wands to me. Okay, so there is like a heavy bogged down energy throughout this whole entire spread. Do with it what you will, my friends. If you want to look into that further, look up 9 of Wands. But yeah, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Vice Versa Tarot. This is the deck that I'm using in all the readings for September. So if you'd like to get your name in, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite use for tarot? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month going into October, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.